Alright, let's go over some basic stuff inside Substance. And what I'm going to do is create a material for my table that is already existing in my scene. I'll pull in this round top that I built a while ago, and we'll set a bit of texture on it. I'm pretty sure I did the UVs pretty good, so should be alright. So I'm in Substance Painter. I'm going to go New. We're going to go find our table. Table round. I have two options. Let's do 0, 0, see what happens. I got the mesh. We're doing the HD render pipeline. That's a basic template. Everything else is fine. Drop that in. That is the exact table. And so we can do something real simple with it. It's no big. Doesn't require a whole lot of work. But if I want to do some real fun stuff with it, then I want to actually get it in there. I did the UVs pretty good. I may actually go back and make the feet fit a little bit better, but we'll see how this all goes. I'm sure it'll be fine overall. Alright, so let's go into here. Let's go into material. See, right now it's wood oak, so that's fine for right now. We're going to go into our texture set settings. One at the box and a little circle at the bottom right. Make the mesh maps. Let's go ahead and make this 1024. Actually, let's make it 2048, and we can output smaller if we need to. So make the selected maps. It's all done. Sweet. Alright, so this is the UVs. Not too worried about those right now, so I hit F2 to get in 3D mode. Let's go ahead and start playing. I think I must have an overlapping UV in here because that's what that looks like that's being created by. So let's double check. Yeah, it sticks over. So I've extended past the actual UV 1 space, so that will require a little attention. Alright, so we got that set up. Let's go ahead and add a basic wood texture on it. Sweet. Don't want it to look that shabby. So what I'm going to do is blend it with another wood material, just to kind of give it some life, a little bit extra life. You know what? I want to do something. Let's import a resource. I found a material, and I downloaded it, and here it is: hornwood planks, varnish plank wall. Let's do these planks. And so what we have here is going to be called wood. I want to say, if I can call this planks. It's going to be a base material, so I already understood what it is. Put it in here. I'm going to put it into my assets. So import that. There's that. So let's change that up there and put this on top of it. Let's hide that one. Ooh, fancy. I like the way that looks. Rotate that to get the slats. So I could use the dirty wood, the old wood on this piece, and maybe the legs, and use the actual worn. So we'll mask out all this stuff to make this all work. So let's do that real quick. So let's mask the tabletop off. So we're going to add a black mask so it hides everything on it except for there's nothing on it. So what we do is go over here to our polygon select tool and select our polygon, and that's going to mask that up for us. Select that down here. These don't match up because I made that so small, but we're not hopefully going to be seeing the bottom of our texture. And that should be good. So what I want to do now is go in here, and I want to mask out the spot. So what I'm going to do here is add a black mask. We can do either one, but I want to add a white mask, and I want to paint in black, and I want to there we go. And that just masks the wood texture on wood rough and doesn't show through on this next one up. And so that should be pretty darn decent. If I want, I can add one more, and that's like a veneer kind of concept right there. Let's see something. I think that works for right now. So, all right, let's do this. We're gonna wash away the prettiness of this particular piece this American Wood Cherry. So I'm going to add a black mask. And then I'm going, in the mask, I'm going to add a generator. This will allow us to create the blends. We'll do a dirt, double click, and we're getting basically the results that I want to see. Pretty close. I like it. Okay, so let's say that we want to add a little bit more detail on here. So I think what I want to do, let's scuff it up a little bit more over here. So let's go in here. So what I want to do is add some more effect on here, but I'm going to use the paint. I want to paint on there. So in the mask of the one we already got started with the work, let's go ahead and add a paint effect on here. This will just allow me to just scuff this up a little bit. We're going to paint it off, so we're going to use black. So let's undo that quick so that we know we can paint it off. So we're doing that right, but let's get ourselves a better brush. Alpha. And alphas are here, the circle here, so we can scroll through. Find something that kind of is rough and kind of messy. Move quick. Let's do that. Drag that right here onto the alpha. Boom, boom. And I'm just kind of tapping with the mouse. Just going to give it some randomness. Next is a swap on the color value where the brush is at, so I can actually get quickly add and subtract detail as needed. Alright, so quick paint job. This works for right now. Let's export this thing out. I'll put these textures. Let's save this. Save as. The model is wood round, so the table is, or it's table round. Round, and it was 0, 0, the model. So we got it in my class files. So save. Cool. Now we're going to export this out. So export textures. We're going to make it universal render pipeline, but I want to use the specular using wood oak. I can change that if I want to. So let's go ahead and change where we want to save it. I'm putting all of these textures for this project into the same folder so that I can move them as needed more effectively. So save that there, and I'm going to hit save settings to keep that there, because real quick I want to name this to table round. Alright, so let's go back to export, save, export textures, table round, go into the right spot. We're using the render pipeline specular, so hit export. All textures are done. Sweet. Save it, close this. Let's go into Unity. All we're looking for the actual texture of the thing, so let's go ahead and bring in the material. So let's import our new assets, table round, all three. Okay, this guy, table round, where are you? Table round. I'll select it. We want to change that from default to normal map and hit apply. Sweet. Now we can go to materials. We need to make a material. Call it table 0. Let's go ahead and go to the prefabs, open up our table round. We can go to materials. If we want, we can make a prefab out of it. It's not hard. Actually, let's do that real quick. Kind of quick, and then I'll just swap out the meshes inside the pre-built prefabs I have already. So meshes, looking for table round. Hit F. It's there. It's creating a shadow, so the object exists. We go to materials, table round, drop it on, great. Select the material. Let's assign our textures. Table round. There's color, which is the base map. Also been known to be called diffuse and albedo. Normal map. And then we'll take our metallic. I thought I fixed that. I guess I didn't hit. Thought I fixed it, but I guess not. Alright, well, we got it there. So there's the texture of our table. Let's make it into a prefab real quick, just so you can see the process. Clean up my mess real quick. So table round, let's go ahead and get it zeroed out. I should leave that there, 0 there. This is actually 0.5. It's a little above the ground, so let's go ahead and drop it on it. Okay, cool. I'm going to drag this down here, and then I'm going to right click and create an empty, which is our holder. This will allow us to make changes to it in terms of scripts or any kind of lighting data, audio data, things like that. The empty will give us as like an envelope or a holder, and it's real useful. All we do after that point, we just literally drag the table item onto the actual name of the item. I can drag it out and then really just want to put it right back in there. And when that's done, I can go in here and just drop it in as a prefab. And there's table round. Double click on it, it's right there. Looks like I need to actually zero out the set. So I didn't zero out the game object. So let's do that now. And you can see the table move, but we can do that now, and that'll make a big difference later. Instead of trying to edit it later. Shift tab. This is 0.5. So that's set up nicely. And we'll drop that down. We don't need that one. We can just delete that. Because what we want to do is go into our table round setup here. Drag that guy right there. Take this one, delete it. Nice. And repeat the process here. Nice. And that table's set up. And the neat thing is that I can actually go over here. So everything's updated. Looks pretty good. I may make a couple more so the variations are a little bit more subdued and less obvious. But yeah, we're getting there. This is how we're slowly going to build this scene up. Still a lot of work to do, but we're moving right along. Cool.